Hi everyone, I'm here to do my In My Mailbox vlog. In My Mailbox is hosted by Christy over at Story Siren, where we show what we got this week. I had a great week this week. I got so many books in that actually a couple will be in next week's vlog, because there's one book that I want to talk about a lot, so I don't think I'll have time to talk about every book that I have this week. I got a couple of books for review on my Kindle, so let's get started with those. I got Street Dreams by Tama. This one doesn't have a cover. This is about a guy who is a hip-hopper and he falls in love with a guy. And I'm not entirely sure what happens in the rest of the story, but it sounded intriguing, so I requested it and I got approved. Then I got Everneath by Brodi, Ashton. This one doesn't have a cover either. It's about a girl who was caught in the Everneath for 6 months, and now she's back in the normal world. It sounded good. And then I got Under the Never Sky by Veronica, Rossi, and this one has a part of the cover. It's like this. Of course it won't work right now. But it shows only parts of the cover. It would be handy if I press the right button. But this is a dystopian, and I think this is based on a story that there's no oxygen, I think. I think that was what this one was about. It sounded really good, and I've heard a lot of good things about the book, so I'm really looking forward to reading it. Then I got Cinder by Marissa, Meyer, and this is a retelling of Cinderella in like robot form or something. It sounded really good, and it looked good, and I heard good things, so I thought I'd give it a go as well. Then I got Darker Still by Leanna, Renee, Hieber. This one doesn't have a cover either. I'm not entirely sure what that one's about, but I've heard great things, so should be good. And then I'm really excited for this one. I got Hallowed by Cynthia, which is the second book in the Unearthly series, and I read Unearthly earlier this year, and I thought it was really good. I didn't expect it to be that good. So that was a pleasant surprise, and I'm really looking forward to reading the sequel. I want to read more of Tucker, because I love Tucker. So that's what I got on my Kindle this week. Then I got a couple of books. I actually went to a bookstore. A couple, really. First up, I went to the secondhand bookstore and I found The Passage by Cronin. I've heard a lot of things about this lately. I know that Elle and Kate from the book Memoirs were doing a read-along together with someone else, but I don't know who, I'm sorry. But it sounded good, so I picked it up when I saw it at a secondhand bookstore, but the paper is really thin and I'm not sure if I like the font, but it was really cheap, so I thought I'd get it anyway. Then I got a book in the mail. I got The Iron Knight by Julie Kagawa. This is the 4th book in the Iron Fae series. Meet Ash. Meet Puck. And they changed the layout or the look of this book, because this one has flaps. And I really like the flaps that are in the book. But they also decided to give it these deckled edges. I don't like that. It doesn't feel right. But I really like the cover. The cover is gorgeous. I haven't read the 3rd book, which is The Iron Queen, and is right here. I haven't read that yet, but I've heard that it's really good. So I should get to that soon, and then I can read the final book in the series, because it is the end with this one. But like I said, I went to another bookstore. I was shopping for my sister's birthday present and I couldn't find it, and I decided to browse some bookstores while I was shopping anyway. I bought the 2nd book in the Wolven series. This is the Dutch cover and the Dutch edition. It has a moving cover and it matches perfectly with my other one. This is middle grade, and it's basically about a boy who gets a dog for his birthday or something, and the dog turns out to be a werewolf, or at least a shapeshifter, and they get in all kinds of adventures. And I liked the first book, but there were some translation issues in it. But I decided to go for the Dutch version anyway, because otherwise I would have to go completely OCD about the format and matching covers and stuff. But I really like this. I think this is a great series for younger readers. And then I also picked up the Dutch version of Sapphire Blue by Kerstin Gier. This is the second book in the, I'm not sure what they call it in English, but the first book is Ruby Red, and Sapphire Blue won't come out in the US until like 2012 or something, and that's when we will get the third book. It's a beautiful book. I haven't read the first one, but I really should get to that really soon, because it's supposed to be really, really, really good. But it's such a pretty book. It's a hardcover, and yeah, really looking forward to reading this one. And then this is the book that I really, really, really want to talk about, because I'm really, really, really excited about this one. If you've been following me on Twitter and Tumblr, you may have seen this already. But I got a huge package in the mail earlier this week. It had a massive bag around it, and cords and tags and all that kind of stuff. And it contained a box, and that box contained a pre-order that I placed in July, and it had Harry Potter page to screen in it, and this book is really, really heavy. It weighs 3.4 kilos. I don't know how much that is in pounds, but it's really, really, really heavy. This is a book that I've been wanting as soon as I saw that it would be coming out. It's basically the entire process of getting the books to the screen, documented in one beautiful book. It has a lot of pictures. It has interviews, behind the screen stuff, like storyboards, and everything is in it. It's such a beautiful book. If you're a Harry Potter fan, I really recommend this one. I'll show you a couple of pages, because I can't show you a lot because the book is so heavy, but it's so beautiful. I don't want you to I do want you to know what it looks like. And there are so many pictures in this book. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm not complaining, obviously, but it's such a beautiful book. Even my father thought it was beautiful and awesome, and my father doesn't like Harry Potter at all. It shows you how the movies were made and the ideas behind that, and you see character developments and like outfit and stuff. You can see how Ron developed throughout the years, and he has his own chapter. You can see on the top that that's a drawing that they made. I think it's from one of the scenes. I haven't actually had the time to really read this book, but I spent a lot of time just looking at the pictures and reading random bits, because it's November, it's not a NaNoWriMo. So I'm trying to write a story, but it's really hard when this book is basically asking me to read it. It's a bit pricey. I think it's $37 right now. I'm not entirely sure. I think I paid $35 because I had a pre-order price guarantee. But it's so worth it. And if it's too expensive, ask it for Christmas, because it's so worth every single penny you pay for it. I'm going to show you one last page. See Buckbeak? There are some pages that are like flap out, that you can open. There's one with the dragons. It's such a beautiful book. It also has like one last. This really is the last one because my arms are starting to hurt. With the Quibbler. Like I said, it's really heavy. But it's like 550 pages of pure Harry Potter awesomeness, and it's such a beautiful book. If you are thinking of buying this one and you have the money for it, I would recommend picking it up. If you don't have the money for it, ask for it as a Christmas gift or something, because I know for a fact that every Harry Potter fan will love this book. It's like film wizardry, but like 3 times more epic, and it's such a beautiful book. And now I'm going to end this because I can ramble on for at least 15 minutes more. So that's what I got in my mailbox this week. I have 3 extra books that I will be showing you in next week's vlog because I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. Let me know in the comments below what you got in your mailbox this week, and I'll talk to you guys later.